It's Jonathan Agger, fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Joyce. It's fight week. You're fighting Christian Hammer on Saturday. First of all, Joe, just come back from Vegas. First thing, how was Dana White?
Yeah, Dana White's quite hench. He's like, you know, I put my arm around him, said hello, but he's solid, mate. I think he does some vigorous training in the UFC, and yeah, it's good to meet him.
What was the training like there? I saw you sparring at Michael Hunter's and other people.
Yeah, he was training there as well, actually. So doing the S&C work. They got a brilliant facility. Got the the weight gym, and there's like an outside area. They got the recovery rooms with sauna, steam. Like there's a swimming pool with like a treadmill in it. There's like ice baths. There's you name it. It's got infrared sauna things. So yeah, it's a pleasure being there, and also the canteen as well. Great food. So shout out to UFC. And yeah, it's very organised. So yeah, it's a good place. And then obviously I've got Salas Boxing Academy where I do my boxing training and stuff. So I base myself off the strip, away from distractions, as you may know. And yeah, it's great to get the hot weather. Training camp is like 40 degrees as standard there, so yeah, it's pretty hot, and you got to have good aircon.
Joe, most people are expecting you to win on Saturday quite convincingly, but you have been out of the ring for a year, so how are you feeling heading into this one?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm looking forward to get back in the gym, in the ring, I would say, because yeah, it's been a year since I fought Takam. And it's coming off injury, so like just going to test that out, and it's kind of maybe a blessing in disguise, because I'll get a chance to get back in the ring and test it out, and it's a good like lead up for the next potential fights.
What can the fans expect from you on Saturday night?
Juggernaut activated, and I don't know, some
big knockouts,
some good trades, and I don't know, just exciting. I've an exciting style. I sometimes get hit, but hey ho, that's you walk out in the rain, you're going to get wet.
Just want to touch on Joseph Parker. Obviously, you've been asked quite a lot today. We know Ben Shalom made an offer to your team. Do you think realistically, though, the WBO would have to order that fight now for this fight to happen? Possibly,
yeah. That's a good option. It just made it a bit more complicated. Like the fight was like 90% there. Things were agreed, and I thought signed, but there's like a turn of events that happens sometimes in boxing, and you have to be prepared. But yeah, it's just unfortunate that his team made it. Him and his team made it complicated. It seems like he's making it hard. Does he actually want the fight?
Just want to move on quickly to the rematch, August 20th, Joshua and Usyk. You faced both in the amateurs. For the fans, how would you compare being in the ring with both of them? How does it compare?
So Usyk, he was a very slippery opponent, and I was a bit like novice at the time. I hadn't really fought many southpaws or had southpaw sparring. But it was a tricky fight. He had good head movement. I could have used a double jab. That would have been better. Looking back, it's actually painful for me to look at that WSB bout. But I've come a long way since then. But yeah, Usyk's got good head movement, footwork, and he does all these like juggling games and like equations and stuff. So his boxing brains are phenomenal, and he's had like over 350 amateur bouts, I believe. So yeah, it's he's definitely got the skills, and he seems to be looking a lot bigger. So I'm excited to see what he brings this time round. This is obviously beating AJ once before, and but for AJ, I think where he made the adjustment with the Ruiz rematch. Okay, fair enough. Ruiz didn't probably train properly for it, but I think this one's going to be more interesting, the rematch, and with his new trainer Garcia, he's going to have a more like offensive style and do maybe what he should have done in the first fight, and come in with rough him up and be a lot more on the offensive. But hopefully he doesn't blow himself out with all that, and makes the relevant adjustments, and let's see if he can say 3-time.
Finally, Tyson Fury says he's retired, he's done. But you've got a good position with the WBC, and he's not vacated the belt yet. What would your message be to Tyson? Do you think he's going to come back? Because I guess you could go that route potentially. You and Wilder, he's the number 1 contender. You could fight for the vacant title, but I guess you're waiting to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, it's his choice. Tyson Fury's had a chance to spend time with his family and stuff, so having a bit of time off, but. He still seems to be holding the belts. He hasn't given them up, because I could capture up some of them potentially. So let's see what happens with the Usyk AJ rematch, and hopefully I can fight him down the line.
Brilliant, Joe. Best of luck Saturday night against Christian Hammer.